Welcome, everybody, to the March Madness preview special on the Grueling True Sports Network. Today, we're going to look at the first matchup on Friday night in the Sweet 16 between the Big Ten regular season champion Michigan State Spartans as they battle Ole Miss. Now, the Rebels weren't exactly on anyone's radar coming into the tournament with a 22-11 record. Sure, they were perceived as a good team, but the same is true for most teams that make the NCAA tournament. Beating North Carolina in the first round was one thing. The Tar Heels were the number 11 seed, had played a couple nights before, but North Carolina was a 1.5 point favorite. You do have to give it that. But when we look at this game right now, they were 5.5 point underdogs against a really good Iowa State team that defends really well. They won by 13 points. Chris Beard has been here before. He's been here before against Michigan State when he was at Texas Tech in 2019 and prevailed. He is a great basketball coach. However, they were not reliant on the three in either game. Three-pointers played a significant role. They were 8 for 20 against North Carolina, 11 for 19 versus Iowa State. But Michigan State is the best in the country at defending the perimeter. The Spartans are giving up just 27.8% shots made from three-point range. Ole Miss has struggled on the boards this season, but they won the rebound battle against North Carolina. But remember, the Tar Heels are not a tall team. Biggest guys, 6'8". And while they did not win the rebound battle against Iowa State, they made up for that by shooting over 58% for the field. On paper, you would have to give the Michigan State Spartans the edge. But March Madness is not always about who looks great on paper. It's more about teams that can find a way to take their game to another level and play their best basketball when it matters most. Ole Miss has done just that. Now, I'm not 100% sure they'll win this game, but they are 3.5 point underdogs, which we got to take into effect right here. The Michigan State Spartans do not shoot the ball well either. They have good guard play, but from the perimeter, Michigan State is not great. You get the Richardson kid, he'll knock one down every once in a while. There's a few guys there that are decent shooters, but Michigan State wins because they're very deep. They'll play 8, 9, sometimes 10 guys. Michigan State's a well-coached team with Tom Izzo. There's no doubt about that. He won a national championship. That national championship was a long time ago. It was at the start of the century. So when we look at this game, the 3.5 point spread will make me take Ole Miss. I'm not saying Ole Miss will win. I think this game is a complete toss-up. If a game's a complete toss-up and you can give me 3.5 points, I'm going to take whichever team's got the 3.5 points. But I will tell you this. With neither team shooting the ball well at times, you have to question that. But both teams defend the perimeter pretty well. But when you look at it, if one team out of the other is more likely to start hitting threes, it would be Ole Miss. I think they're the better shooting team. Michigan State has to beat you on defense. They have to make you turn the ball over. They will grind on you. Ole Miss can get out and transition a little bit. Michigan State is going to try to get out and transition a little bit, but neither team is going to play exceedingly fast. This is going to be two well-coached basketball teams in a big situation in a high-pressure area. I look for Ole Miss to cover this spread at 3.5 points. And really, when I look at this game, I give Ole Miss a good shot. I think this is a 50-50 game, which means if you're going to bet this game, you go to BetMGM, the top-rated sportsbook for betting on college basketball. You can click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube, and you take the points. Take Ole Miss plus 3.5. All right, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and go to X and follow me at Grueling Truth. But for now, guys, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.